Of course. Hey guys, Liz here, back again, and for day 7. And of course, as Murphy's Law would have it, the minute I hit go live, Django and Hildy start to lose their minds. But consider them background music. They're just singing to you today to welcome you to, it's their way of saying, Happy New Year and welcome to day 7 of my 12 days of self-care challenge. This is live, and as I've said many times before, anything can happen when we're live. If you're joining us for the very first time today, first of all, Django and Hildy are our 2 Cane Corsos. They're our pet children. They protect the house, and they get a little rambunctious sometimes. So if they start singing like they are now, consider that the soundtrack to the video today. Okay. The other thing is that the whole purpose of my 12 days of self-care challenge is it's twofold. It's one, I did it as a personal challenge for myself to get myself out of my comfort zone and get more comfortable doing videos and going live on Facebook, which is something that I know I need to do to grow my business. So it's a personal challenge, but more importantly, it's my way of giving a gift back to my readers, my blog subscribers, the people who follow me on Facebook, and my friends and anybody else who comes across these videos, because I'm sharing over the next 12 days, for 12 days in a row, starting with the day after Christmas. I'm sharing self-care tips, inspirations, stories, and ideas so that we can all head into this brand new year that's only a few hours old with a mindset and equipped with a toolkit to take better care of ourselves. Because if we don't take care of ourselves, we can't in turn take care of the things that matter most to us in our lives. So we're halfway through. And so if you've watched any of the other videos, they're all on my Facebook page. They're also on my YouTube channel. So check them out. But for each day, I add another line to the song 12 Days of Self-Care, which is inspired by the 12 Days of Christmas. So yes, there's singing involved. And I usually sing at the beginning of the lesson or of the post and at the end, and I will do that today. Once again. So we're halfway through. Welcome to day 7. Shout out to everybody who's viewed into days 1 through 6. If you shared the video, if you've liked the video, if you've chimed in the comments, thank you, thank you, thank you. So many of you guys are sharing this or tagging other people or inviting them to come over to my Facebook page to get inspiration and to get inspired and educated and informed, to get ideas by this challenge. So I think I'm fulfilling the purpose of the challenge, which is to actually help people take better care of themselves in the new year. So thank you guys so much for your support. So just to quickly recap, the first 6 days of this challenge have been focused on day 1 was the foundational stuff, being better patients and taking better care of our health care, our physical health, and creating comfortable, warm, safe spaces where we can just relax and be ourselves. That was day 1, as represented by a blanket and a cup of green tea. Day 2 was about scented candles, or stimulating our senses and our limbic system in a powerful way. Day 3 was about 3 Kindle downloads, which represents feeding our minds, because I've said many times before, we are what we eat, so we have to feed our brains carefully, right? So I went through a whole reading list and a watch list of things that you can read and watch to kind of feed your mind in a positive way. Day 4 was about 4 yoga classes, which was all about physical fitness and taking care of ourselves and getting up and moving around, even if it's dancing around the house or whatever, but just really taking time for ourselves to make sure that we're getting our steps in and taking care of our physical fitness. Day 5, which is still my favorite, which was all about 5 minutes to breathe, to just breathe. Day 6 yesterday was about music. 6 awesome playlists because music soothes the soul and is just a great thing to add to our self-care regimen. And today, day 7, well, you're going to find out right now because I'm going to jump into the song to recap everything that we've done today, and we'll talk a little bit about what today is all about. So here we go. Ready? In 3, 2, 1. So on the 7th day of self-care, my true self gave to me 7 friends for dinner, 6 awesome playlists, 5 minutes to 4 yoga classes, 3 Kindle books, 2 scented candles, and a blanket with a cup of green tea. Okay, today is all about 7 friends for dinner, meaning tribe. In marketing circles, particularly online marketing circles, this whole tribe concept is about finding your tribe, your followers, your brand ambassadors, your brand evangelists, people who, your customers and the people that you serve who will bring other people so you can get more customers and grow your business. In a business sense, that's true. You want customers who love your brand, love your products, and will speak to you and bring other people over to you to say, hey, I got my shirt from this person, from this vendor, so you should get this shirt too. Or I really like what Liz is about and what Liz is saying, so you should come over and check her out. That's building your tribe, your followers, your brand ambassadors. But in a self-care context, it's all your tribe. Those are the people who celebrate the big victories and the very, very small ones with you every day when you need it most. As my sorority sister Victoria says, they got my back, my front, my sides, my left, my right, like my 360. They have you covered. They keep you lifted physically, mentally, spiritually, figuratively. My husband always talks about how people throw the word friend around so loosely, to the point where it's kind of like diluted, like anybody that you kind of bump into on the street is like your friend. And I kind of get that, but I think he's right because we do use the word friend too loosely. So what I'm talking about when I say friends, I'm talking about your ride or dies. These are people you can talk to them every day or talk to them once every 10 years and pick right back up where you left off. These are the people who when they say, girl, I'm praying for you, they really mean it. They're not just saying it. These are people that when you're down, there's no judgment. They're there to lift you up and hold you up until you can walk on your own again. When you're up and celebrating, they're the ones cheering you on, saying, you go, I'm so proud of you. Your success is their success. And in turn, you view their success as your success. These are the people who you're connected to. And you need these people in your lives. As humans, we are wired as social beings. Now, I get it. Some of us, like myself, are introverts and we need our downtime and we need our time alone, because, to kind of regroup and re-energize. Your tribe, your friends don't impact that. If anything, they understand it. They're like, oh yeah, she just needs a minute. And then they give it to you to recharge. And they're there when you're ready to re-engage. So who is in your tribe? And it's okay to have multiple tribes. Lord knows I do. I have multiple tribes. I have my Laughing Ivy friends. And if I try to name everybody by name, I'm going to forget anybody, but I'm going to do it anyway. Melly Mel, Nikki, KT, Michelle, Sandra. I have my cousines, and they know who they are, and they know what that means. Francoise and Victoria. I have my sorority sisters and my chapter, ones that I've met along the way, my ITC 14 to 18 sorority sisters. I have my C3 sisters. They know who they are, Orbrina and Gina. And I have my UVA family. I have my friends who are like family. Shout out to Pam and Kiplin and Kim, Ariane, Debbie, Tanya, I've got multiple tribes from all over the place. I'm looking at my list to see who else I want to give a shout out to. Doesn't matter. The point is, I have my family, my mom, my brother, my husband, my kids. I have multiple tribes who give to me every single day in some way, who keep me lifted and standing when I'm unable to lift myself up and stand on my own. And, a lot of, friends in the broadest context, you can see who your friends are when the big things happen, when the big victories occur. They're there saying, oh, yeah, go ahead, Strange, yeah, 2 snaps up, and everything. But your tribe, your true friends are also there when things don't go so great, and so do yourself a favor. A lot of us, life gets in the way. And I know for myself, my tribe, all of the tribes that I have, I don't get to see these people in my life eyeball to eyeball and actually spend time with them as much as I want to. So what I try to do is on a regular basis, and regular, whatever that means to you, but on a regular basis, I try to reach out to them in some way, shape, form, or fashion. When there's no excuse to reach out, I reach out. I try to reach out. I try to grab them for dinner. We try to get together for coffee or whatever. It's hard because life happens and geography separates me from some of the people who hold very special places in my heart, who are part of my tribe. And it's really, really hard to do that. But you know what? We're all on Facebook. Hi. So use social media. Not as an excuse for the interaction, because you need that connection, but it's a great way to stay connected. But when you can, pick up the phone and actually talk to each other. Texting's great. It's a great shortcut. Social media is great. That's a great shortcut too. But every now and then, schedule time with your friends. Even if they're on the other side of the world, schedule a FaceTime and just see each other face to face, screen to screen, eyeball to eyeball. And if you can get together in person, that's even better. One of the things that I just absolutely loved was my family and I went to Thailand in June of 2018 for my birthday. And my brother-in-law, who's one of my husband's very best friends, lives in China, and he actually flew over to meet us in Thailand on 2 legs of our trips, because we went to 3 parts of the country, and he met us in 2 different places. And it was just awesome. It was awesome that he did that, because he's family to us. And, he and my husband have been family to each other for a really long time, but he's family to me and our kids too. So, and it was just wonderful that we were able to connect with that part of our tribe, because who knows when we'll be back that way again. And it was just great to see him eyeball to eyeball. Yes, we're Facebook friends, and yes, he and my husband, they text and they communicate all the time, but it was just awesome that he made that happen when we went to the other side of the world. So you can meet up wherever you can. If we can meet up between New Jersey, Thailand, and China, you guys can meet up with the members of your tribe. We need this in our lives. We need that engagement. One of my favorite parts of the Charlie Brown Christmas special is Lucy, she does her little 5 cents to see the psychiatrist bit, and Charlie Brown is usually her client, and he goes over and he's telling her how depressed he is over the holidays and stuff, and she says, Charlie Brown, I know what your problem is. You need engagement. You need involvement. And she's so right. And that's how Charlie Brown becomes director of the Christmas pageant that they're putting on. But we all need involvement. We need engagement. We need that connection. And so make a promise to yourself. Do it right now to engage with the members of your tribe. Eyeball to eyeball, even if it's over FaceTime or whatever, or ear to ear. Pick up the phone. Call somebody that you haven't talked to in a while who's a member of your tribe. And if you can, schedule lunch. Put it group. I know we all group text. I know we all say we hate it, but we all do it. Put out a group text to members of one of your tribes and say, hey, guys, girls, let's get together for brunch one day soon. And then let's make it happen. You need to do that for yourself. It's part of your self-care journey. You need that connection, and you need to be around people who hold you up, lift you up, who have your back, sides and front. Okay? So do that. Do that this week. Do it today. Go through your phone. Right after I hang up, right after I sign off, go through your phone and say, okay, which members of my tribe am I going to try to reconnect with right now? I mean, I've got my mentors and friends, my former coworkers who are now friends of mine. There's so many people on my list, and I'm terrible at this kind of thing. But I try to work at it on a regular basis to try to reconnect and have lunch or grab coffee or just a phone call every now and then. Just to let them know, hey, I'm thinking about you. I'm praying for you. You're on my mind. Let's try to get together. And, you know, it doesn't always work out the way that I want it to, but this is something as a personal goal of mine that I'm going to try to get better at in 2019 because I understand the importance of it. Because every time I see a member of my tribe in person, or if I hear their voice, or if we get on FaceTime and reconnect or whatever, I just feel so much better. Okay, so that's what today is about. That's the challenge for day 7, is 7 friends for dinner. It doesn't have to be dinner. It can be breakfast, lunch. It can be virtual. It can be anything. But reconnect with your tribe. Call your mom. Call your friends. Talk to your friends. Try to get your friends together and just have a great time and just enjoy each other. Tomorrow's not promised to any of us. And the last thing you ever want to do is say, man, I wish I woulda, shoulda, coulda called so-and-so. I wish I could have seen them more. I wish I woulda, shoulda, coulda. No woulda, shoulda, couldas. No regrets. Make the effort. Reach out. Send the text. Make the phone call. Ping them on Facebook and say, hey, let's get together soon. And then set a date and make it happen. Okay? All right. So just to recap, I'm going to sign off. I'll sing the song one more time, but I'm going to invite you guys back. Please join me again tomorrow. I'll be here around 8:30-ish, I think. I put the preview up on my page. So come back. If you like this video, chime in, share it with other people, and let me leave you with this. So on the 7th day of self-care, my true self gave to me 7 friends for dinner, 6 awesome playlists, 5 minutes to breathe, 4 yoga classes, 3 Kindle books, 2 scented candles, and a blanket with a cup of green tea. See you tomorrow.